Hi and welcome to this week's energy forecast. I'm Rachael Thompson-Phillips, the creator of the BEYOU Oracle Cards and also of the Sacred Oracle online program. This week's Oracle message is for April the 5th through to April the 11th, with the overall theme being the world is your oyster. So before we start, I just want to say I hope everyone has had a fabulous Easter and haven't overindulged in too much chocolate. So now let's jump in and have a look at the messages this week. Monday and Tuesday is the card of the world. Wednesday through to Friday is the card of steps. And the weekend's message is spiritual being. Now, the thing I find incredibly interesting about this week's reading is that every single card that you are seeing in this week's spread is a jumping card. Now, if you're not sure what a jumping card means, it is when cards jump out of the deck. And the reason behind that is your soul is trying to convey a message that you may have overseen, or you may have tuned into intuitively but somehow dismissed it and thought it was just you talking to yourself. So when the cards jump out, it's your soul saying, hey, take a note of what is going on in this message because there is something significant I want you to be able to take away from it. So with each card being a jumping card, it's very significant because it's that reminder of tune into the message. So as I was tuning into the cards, I was like, wow, these are such really huge, profound cards in their own individual right, but also on a collectiveness. Now, with the overall theme being the world is your oyster, as you can see, Monday and Tuesday, the card being the world was also the same card that was just on last weekend's message. So it's reminding you that success is guaranteed. And as we know, like, nothing's ever guaranteed, but what I mean by it's guaranteed is with your beliefs, something deep within you is getting you to watch this week's message. With that being said, it's that indication of saying you know deep within yourself that you want that success that you are seeking. You know that you're working towards it. You know there is something within you that is communicating, saying to you, hey, take this step. Hey, do this. Hey, you're doing well. You can believe in yourself. It's reminding you that if you can dream it, you can create it, and that those intuitive little conversations that are coming in, those soulful messages, they're there for a reason to encourage you. So you may be feeling a little bit doubtful or may not see the results that you're looking for immediately, but it is showing up for you if you look in the subtleties. And the success is about knowing that you have the ability to alchemize anything that you're working on. So sometimes we need to be able to step out of our human mind and allow ourselves to be guided by that intuitiveness that's coming through, those nudges, those communications, those feelings, and allow yourself to immerse yourself in all of that intuitive guidance that is coming through. So Monday and Tuesday is knowing that the world is your oyster and that there is a plethora of abundance that awaits you, and abundance is on every aspect, an abundance of time, an abundance of energy, an abundance of opportunities and possibilities, and it's also about having the abundance of belief within your own self. So it's super, super important that you continue to tap into that belief system that you have within your own self. And just as I'm saying this to you, I'm receiving information that's saying that is about, with alchemizing, it's about being able to follow that guidance, trusting in the conversations that are coming through, and it may be coming through in a different polarities, and sometimes something will completely stop in order to open up more available time, space, and energy towards what it is that you want. So don't worry about if you are noticing that things are falling away. It's creating space and allowing you to redirect towards what it is that you're seeking at this point. So that's Monday and Tuesday. Wednesday through to Friday, with the card being this with steps, it's about being able to understand that each one of those petals on that flower is about a recognition of every single step that's brought you here to this moment for you to be the gorgeous soul that you are. It's also encouraging you that as you start to pursue your dreams, goals, and visions, the next task is to be able to have that reflective moment to review. Now, before you do that, and you may think, well, I'm already been doing a lot of revision, it's about being able to review from a perspective of, say, you're wanting to accomplish a task. Have a look back over all of the steps that you've taken to date that's got you to where you are right now. Make an assessment as to X, Y, and Z has done really, really successful, so I'll continue doing that. But A, B, and C hasn't generated the results that I'm looking for, so therefore we'll have two choices. I can either make tweaks or adjustments to see if that will bring things back into alignment with what it is that you're working on, or completely wipe that and allow that intuitive guidance to bring forward more information on A, B, and C that will give you a different pathway that is going to work more congruently with the task that you're working on at this time and point. A lot of the times as humans, when we do that reflective moment, we continue to usually only reflect over things that haven't worked so well, and we forget to see that even inside of things that sometimes the saying that keeps coming into my head is, success is failure turned inside out, meaning that sometimes the failures that we have done are leading you back to where we need to go. Failures are also letting you know what's not working for you, and so therefore you can cross those off your list of let's experiment with this, let's try that. No, you've already done that, and so therefore you understand that that's not getting you the results that you want to do. So the steps is being able to understand that you too are also not the same person that you were when you began this journey. You have evolved, you've grown, you've gained so much knowledge and wisdom, you have a deeper understanding on your own self. So stop making an assessment about your ability to succeed based on the version of self that you were. It's time to press the reset button and bring yourself into congruency with who you are right now, being able to recognize your strengths and your weaknesses and look at how you can strengthen your weaknesses so that you have more of a conglomerance of energy that is all working for you, as opposed to some energy going this way and some energy holding you back. Shifting into new paradigms and understanding that there is aspects within your own self that belief systems have become shattered. You no longer believe that you are unworthy. You are no longer believing that you're not good enough. There are all those old paradigms that are attached to the past, and you are no longer that anymore. So now when you get to review that the world is your oyster, you are now looking at it through a completely different lens, because you're a different version of self. Now, as it comes through to the weekend's message with spiritual being, it's about understanding that there is a spiritual component that comes back to success. Understanding that your energy needs and requires to be a match for what it is that you want to be able to manifest. You want to make sure that you are stepping into that sovereign being that knows what you are capable of, as opposed to just staying in our logical mind and trying to achieve everything through that human perspective. It's now time to step back into that spiritual component. And sometimes as we're pursuing our goals, we tend to let a few things slide away that are important to us. So you could be having a look at, have you stopped journaling, meditating, exercising, taking time out for yourself, all those kind of beautiful self-nurturing elements that allows you to be you in its most purest form. So remember, like, there's no point getting to the end of and achieving that success if you're burnt out. You want to make sure that when you get there, you actually do get to be able to feel completely enriched by the journey that you have been on, and that you allow yourself to be in that receptive state of being able to go, oh my God, I am so proud of myself, as opposed to, oh my God, thank God that is finished because I am exhausted. So allow that spiritual component to be able to be working for you. So make sure that you're working just as much on your task as you are on your spiritual practice that helps you to be able to show up and be the most divine light within your own self for you, so that also brings in that sense of pride and courage and bravery to move forward. So with that being said, I wish you all an incredibly amazing week ahead. Much love. Take care, and feel free to leave a comment below and let me know how this resonates with you. Take care and be kind and be good to yourself.